What's good, guys? Don's Gaming here with Torn and Vega for episode 2 of our season 2 community chat series. What's good?
You were thinking of Cass there, you were about to say community Cass.
No, actually I was about to sneeze when I was saying chat, so I failed.
Cass in the topic, Cass in the chat.
Yeah,
Yo, yeah,
I wonder if
that's what you
Cass
got to
joins
do.
the chat.
I mean, that'd be hilarious now. It'd be a three-way Cass. Nah, but what's good, guys? Last week was a nice laid-back show. Most everyone apart from one person enjoyed Altia. Nice to see you, bud. How you doing? I'll make sure I don't be toxic, quotations on that, and I'll make sure I don't be rude, quotations on that, and I'll make sure I don't give you the BM you deserve. No
See,
quotations on that one.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Jack. If I wasn't streaming, if I would edit this later on, I would literally just put on the screen quotations for you. Oh wait,
What
technically
toxic?
I've got my camera on. Quotations.
Toxic in quotations. But nah. But overall, I think this is gonna be a good show. Chris, topic one obviously is going to be about your team, and something big happened with your team. But we're going to talk about basically I'll be asking Chris a bunch of questions about it and what he feels about it and what he
Topic
hopes
one
this does for his
interview.
what he does for his team. Topic two, we're just going to be doing a list of every player in their role in their respective role and who we think is the number 1-3 in every role. So ADC, support, mid, jungle, solo, and then topic three, the climactic one of best players in the community from 1 to 15 because there's 15 players.
Yeah.
So, Chris, what happened with your team this past week? Well, I'll set the scene quickly. We scrimmed, wasn't close.
We got
What happened
destroyed.
after?
So we decided to do a training session because we didn't want to scrim another team until after Cass joined us for another training session. Now, we played a game. Cass watched. Cass had to leave the game early, like the share play early, because my connection was poor. I was lagging throughout the game, so just so that I actually had the connection, Cass left the chat, but he could obviously still hear what our comms were like, what we were talking about, what we were doing. And then he got really annoyed at us for that game. We got destroyed in that game as well. So he ended up having a big speech, conversation like rant to us, and then obviously left the party afterwards.
Now, what did the speech in general try and focus on for you guys? What was the message you was trying to get across?
He's here to support us and coach us like what a coach is meant to do, but right now he doesn't seem, well, right now he notices the main issues we have, and he's annoyed that we don't seem to want to deal with them, or we don't seem to be doing anything to deal with them, which is now getting rid of all of our, strengths. We aren't getting better
Yeah.
because of it, and he feels the need to obviously tell us this because he doesn't see any issue of coaching a team that isn't going to get better due to them not wanting to solve the issues.
Okay, so did he have a problem with? Did he have like an issue for every single player, or was it just certain players, or was it just as a unit, or was it individual issues, or
It
whatever? What was it?
was certain issues for the whole team in general. And it was
Hmm.
also issues for every player, but I'll be honest and say I have forgotten one person's issues.
Okay, so is it okay if I ask you what the issues he had with you in general were, or
Well, the
is
main
that
issue with
classified?
me that he had was obviously me not backing early to buy boots.
Okay,
That was literally the only issue he stated for me.
okay. So what would you say in your opinion out of all the issues he pointed out for your team? What is in your opinion is your team's biggest issue?
Well, team-wise, comms. If we're losing, we
Okay.
get silent and we start giving out excuses of why we're losing and why we're dying.
Okay.
If I'm talking
Eh,
about in solo issues, it would have to be either Anders' issues or Mason's issue.
which is what?
Well, as Anders is probably like one of our star players due to him being one of the best players we have on our team, and also the support helps everyone in our team.
I would say that Anders is your most complete player. Like he is the full communication
Yeah,
plus skill level
but
plus knowledge package you've got.
yeah, and obviously his biggest issue is his tilting. And when he starts to get annoyed or when he starts to tilt, his big package, shall we say, his package to the team, ends up becoming shit. And it screws us all up because now we've lost the only person who can pretty much say what we should do when we should do it because he knows the most in game than all of us. And also, we've lost someone who supports us throughout the whole game to tilting. As in, he doesn't always make the best plays while he's angry.
Yeah,
He never makes
obviously.
the
Well,
best calls when he's angry. And if he gets to a certain point, if he gets too angry, he tends to lose all focus in the game whatsoever.
so overall, this speech from Cass, were you expecting it to come, or was it just out of the blue?
See, with
Or
all honesty,
and if it was out of the blue, did you ever catch on to it, or if you were expecting it, at what point did you expect it to come?
I expected this to happen at some point. I didn't think it would happen this early. Like, I knew with the past scrims, the team has obviously been screwing over, not putting in as much effort as we felt like we have been. And also, we haven't been showing any improvement in scrims. Because let's go through the last two scrims, we've been obliterated by you. We've shown potential to actually give you a close game, but two scrims later, stomp both games. Yeah, we're losing what we had earlier. So yeah, the speech was obviously coming at some point. I just honestly didn't think it'd be that early. Because I knew for a fact
Uh,
that when we ended up going to like the lowest of lows, as in we just weren't improving at all due to these issues, I thought something like that would happen. But obviously the fact that it's happened so early on means that it's gotten to the point where it's like we're now at the lowest of the low. We're back at stage one.
how did Cass present this to you guys? Was he very like nice and understanding about it, or did he just like go, "You guys are fucking up. You need to get this sorted out right now"?
Okay, wasn't nice, but it wasn't like it was a aggressive, but not too aggressive. Like it was a friendly aggressive way. So it was more as like he was speaking from what he was thinking, yeah, but he wasn't trying to pull it out that we end up hating him for it.
Expand on that. Like, I don't understand that part. Why? How did he make it like aggressive but nice at the same time? How
As
would he
in,
do that?
he didn't just turn around and say, "Listen, you're all fucking up. Fuck you all. You're failing. You're failing. You're shit. You're shit." Nothing like that. He didn't bring out any like verbal abuse into it. He just stated what's wrong with the team, what issues we're having, how he's getting annoyed from the issue we're having, because he decided to coach this team as he saw potential. Yeah, so he was bringing in like slight compliments while doing it. Yeah, so like he was
Mhm.
complimenting on Anders when he's not tilted. He was complimenting Sam how he was constantly growing, and he complimented Remco for only just starting ADC and showing potential already. Like he was bringing off that he's obviously not just trying to show or focus on all of the bad points that we have, but he obviously wasn't diminishing the bad points.
Understandable. Right. Okay. What do you think this will do for your team? Do you think? What do you want this to have done for your team?
I want my team to probably grow from it and expand their knowledge.
And what do you think this will do for your team?
I think at the start you will probably see a few people learning from what Cass said. Not all of us, just a few people.
Yes.
And then hopefully those few people that start learning from it will bring the others into it. And obviously if they still don't, then we'll probably be looking for new players for those positions.
Overall, I think, personally, in my opinion, we said it last week, Cass is your biggest resource, he's your biggest asset.
Yeah.
This, in my opinion, I can see people disagreeing with me. I'd understand why people would disagree with me. This, in my opinion, proves why he is your biggest asset. Because when you're 5 players playing in a team, you kind of like tunnel vision out majority of your like biggest problems that you don't want to see. This is someone who won't suffer from that issue, and he will tell you straight what your issue is.
Yeah.
He's not going to sugarcoat it for you. He's gonna treat you like you're a grown man, because everyone on your team are grown men.
Yeah, pretty much.
Should. But he's not obviously gonna like destroy every bit of confidence you have at the same time. He wants to build you up, and I think he's gone about it in the right way. I think from the way you're saying it, that's exactly how he should have said it.
Yeah, as I said, he was saying it like a coach would say it. Like, if this was a pro team and we weren't all friends, like, one of the biggest issues that we had from single player wise, I'm pretty sure that coach would have just said, listen, get the fuck out of this team.
No, but overall, I like I said, I hope this helps you guys a lot, because I love scrimming against your team. Like, it's a lot of fun. I'm friends with you. I like Sam a lot. I really do. I really want to help him improve. I like Remco a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know Anders a lot, like, very well, but from what I know of him, I do get along with him, and I don't really know Mason, to be honest. That's
Yeah, he's probably the only one most of your team don't really know the most.
But no, I love Cass. Like, Cass is, and I love you. That's generally like what it is, and I just want to see your team do well.
Yeah, like,
So
I
do want to see you guys get better.
Most of us.
I want to see you guys get better. I do. I mean, if people don't want to get better off this, I mean, now's the time to let people know. Like, if you just don't want to get better, then I guess this is the time
then this isn't the thing for you. Like, if you honestly feel that the issues that were stated isn't true, then what's the point of you being here?
Right. Okay.
Like, yeah, everyone's got the issues. Your team probably has a few issues between each other.
Yeah.
But you end up telling each other and learning from it.
Every team has issues. Like, if you think no team has issues, that's just plain wrong. But it's how you overcome those issues together. I know it's kind of cheesy to say it like that, but it's true. I mean, my team at the start of this, like last week, we even said, like, for this community, out of the 15 players, we are a team full of superstars for this community. But we know what we enjoy playing together, and it's just like we want to help each other out, and we're all willing to let our teammates help us.
Pretty much.
You can't do it alone. You're not playing a single player game. You're playing a 5v5 team game. Simple as that. So, anything else you'd like to add to that topic, Chris?
There's not really much to add apart from, obviously, I'm hoping that a lot happens from this, and soon from this we start probably showing more improvement than we've ever done, because we've either gained our strengths, because right now our team is just, we don't have a specific strength that we've been showing out. Like your team, you protect Joey. That's your major strength. He ends up winning you games just due to the fact that you, Eddie, Kevin, Luke, you'll protect him and give him kills so he gets further ahead. for us, it's like we're either playing as a team but not doing much to show that we're a team, or we're all just playing solo and losing from it.
So, I think we should move on to the next topic, personally.
Topic 2.
Topic 2. So, we're going to be ranking players in the order, basically in their role out of the 3 players, 1, 2, and 3. So, Chris,
Okay, I have
would you
one
like to start with...
question though.
Yes.
Dean's team, yeah?
Yeah.
We're having Dean ADC or solo?
ADC, because that's his actual role for his team. That's his registered role. So, because they've got Flux for solo.
Yeah, no, I was thinking that because at first Dean was going to go jungle, but then obviously swapped with their new, like, the new
Alvaro.
Alvaro.
So, Chris, we'd like to start with solo, jungle, mid, support, or ADC.
Do you want to go support ADC, mid, jungle, solo? Or would you prefer to go solo, jungle, mid, ADC, support?
We'll go from ADC support, mid, jungle, solo. Do that, right?
Okay.
So ADC, we have Kevin, Remco, and Dean. Chris,
Okay.
who is your number 3?
So just because of scrim purposes, I'm going to have to put Remco right now.
I would agree. I definitely agree. From the only time they've played against each other, Dean looked a bit stronger, but...
Like, obviously,
So,
Remco is improving every day. He doesn't still know his role, as he hasn't been ADC for that long. But still, just after one scrim, like, to put Remco ahead, he would need to have another scrim against Dean and obviously win.
Yeah. Okay, so who's your number 2?
I'd have to go with Dean.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that as well. I mean, yeah, Kevin's obviously not always had the best showings, but he's last 2 scrims he's played really well.
Also
And so
because
that's
Dean's
just
pretty
better
new to
Dean's done.
ADC. And
Yeah, I think Kevin would
looking through other
destroy him.
scrims, he has just played other roles. Like, I've scrimmed Dean's team twice. He played ADC first scrim, and then had to go solo for the second scrim.
Yeah, so you've played basically 4 games altogether. You've played ADC 3 times, solo once.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously Kevin's first. Why have you got Kevin first? Because what to do with Kevin makes him first, or is it just because of Dean?
Because
Is that Kevin's first?
He's been consistently playing well. There have been games, obviously, where he's lost his lane, but then has brought it back in the late game. But then there's other games where he's just completely dominated in his lane. Like, he's always shown major improvement or major skill in other games, where Dean has played 3 games ADC, 1 game solo. One of the ADC games he didn't do the best. Then the other 2, well, 1 he did okay, and then did better in late game. First game he did really well.
I mean, in my opinion, Dean's impressed me on all 3 of his ADC games. I think.
And no point in saying he hasn't impressed me. It's just the fact that Kevin's had more games to show how well he's played.
No, I still agree Kevin's better. I'm just saying. So supports, and in my opinion, this one is probably the closest one to call.
Probably.
Luke, Anders, Altair. I will go first on this one.
See, before you give your answer,
I have to put my hate aside.
Before you give your answer, yeah, I want no personal reasons due to hating someone, okay? So...
I know, I'm saying I have to put my hate aside for this one.
Yeah, because I've got the same issue here, because I know if we're going through hate, I think you would put Altair third, I'd put Luke third. That's with hate.
Yeah. You know what? You know what?
you want to put the hate in then?
Oh
Do you want to add the hate?
no, because that's bad. That's not good journalism.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
so
I'm
hard to
torn.
put them all together because without trying to be rude, yeah.
No. To be honest, I know who my number one is out of the three. I know who my number one is.
Who's your number one?
Luke.
Really?
Yeah, I put Luke first.
Really?
In my opinion, yeah. Because
Really?
Luke's the most, in my opinion, support needs to be the least selfish and willing to play whatever the team needs.
See, no, that's understandable, yeah. But the first
And I think
scrim
I,
where we played against
Luke,
you, where you had Luke, he
Luke
was the
did fine.
lowest level.
That's support. And actually, no, he was actually ahead of Anders.
It was ahead of Anders, but I mean, like, he was very far behind everyone else.
Yeah, but that's support. He's doing a support's job.
I just don't see it.
I mean, you can't. I wouldn't put Alti in front of them. I mean, Alti has just not impressed me. I know he's good. I know he's good, but he's not.
I wasn't gonna.
He's not shown it to me.
Anyway.
Apart from his game one in your scrim where you guys got stomped by Dean's team.
Yeah, but why?
That's the only game he's really impressed me.
Anders has pretty much beaten Alti every other game apart from one, so wasn't going to put Alti.
So you're 2-2.
Yeah. But
so
we played them 4 games.
And you can't put Anders in front of Luke because Anders is 0-2 to Luke.
Yeah, but then saying that, yeah. That
Joey just messaged me, guys. Joey just messaged me, guys, saying right now he would put Anders ahead of Luke. So there you go. That's another opinion.
See, I have to agree with Joey because yeah, okay, Anders is 0-2 to Luke, but then let's say obviously Joey's better than Mason, you're better than Sam, and Eddie's better than me. Yeah. We're obviously going to go with that because that's true. But let's say if Sam was better than you, or I was better than Eddie, just in a different universe, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Because we've lost every game to you, yeah? You're trying to say because of that stat, you have to always put you guys ahead of us. Because there are games where some people have played
I guess we're
better.
looking at individual. I guess we're trying to look at individual, so yeah. Well, third I'm going to put Altair. Not because of I hate him or anything like that, guys. I do hate him. Don't get me wrong. But I know he is. I know he is decent. I know he is. I'm still waiting for him to show it. Who's your third?
Altair. Same reason. He's obviously done well against us when they stomped us. But every other game, Anders has been ahead or better showing
I'd say it's
than
been. I'd say it's been meh. Anders. See Luke. You know what? I'll go off the consensus. I'll put Luke second. I'll go off the consensus. I'll put Luke second off the consensus that Anders has performed decently. Yeah, I will give it to Anders. Anders has performed more consistently than. I can't. It's hard to think of consistency with Luke
with 2 games.
2 games. Anders has proved it over a majority, so I'll give it to Anders based off that.
See, that's why I want to put Luke
Anders
second
has won.
as well.
Luke is 2 for me.
That's why I'm putting Luke second as well, because okay, yeah, Luke has beaten Anders in those 2 games he's played, but one, he's on a better team, which is able to destroy Anders either way. Like, we can't just base it on individual, because Eddie will come over and gank Anders and Remco, destroy them, which then boosts Luke ahead, and Kevin has outshined Remco because Kevin's got obviously more knowledge in ADC than Remco, which then boosts Luke ahead again, where Anders has played multiple games more than Luke so far for this community so far, which he has shown multiple games where he's played massively better than he's ever played before. Like, let's go through this. Anders played mid for the first couple of games and got obliterated, then moves to ADC, to support, sorry, and straight away you see 5 times the improvement from his mid to support.
Okay. Mid lane. This one. Well,
Easy.
for your number one, this is not close. This is not even close. I think we can just easily run through the three of them, Chris. I'll run through it and tell me if you agree with this. Silence, then Mason, then Joey.
Yeah, because we haven't seen Silenced at all.
And Mason is not better than Joey. No.
No.
Just no. If you even put them in the same sentence as who's better,
well
I will swat you on the nose.
Then he raped me. Mason's exact words, if we remember from the scrim.
Yo, I didn't even know that. my G's deluded. Okay, we'll go straight on to jungle. Jungle, Alvaro, Chris, Eddie.
Yeah,
Chris, who is your number 3?
probably Alvaro.
Yeah, I gotta agree. So you've always had the lead on him, even when his team stomped you. You always had the lead on him.
Well, if we go from that team where he stomped me, he was high and playing Ravana like 4 or 5 levels underneath me. Yet they still won.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying he was behind, so I think he's weaker than you.
Then obviously
I'm saying
I'm second, then Eddie's first in my opinion.
Yeah. I can't. You know what? I'm not even gonna try it. That's kind of. I don't care about skill level on this one. That's just biased. Eddie's number 1.
Even in skill level, Eddie's number 1.
I'm saying that is preferred jungler bias. I can't.
Yeah, like even if I was slightly better than Eddie at one stage, you'd probably still want him as your jungler than me.
I mean, it's just style. It's just getting used to people. I'm so used to Eddie.
Exactly. I think if I ever got back on your team, you'd turn around to me and say, "I'm just used to you being mid or ADC. Go back to those lanes."
Alright, okay. So, solo lane. Flux, Sam, me. Number 3, in my opinion. This one's difficult.
See, in my opinion, I have to go Flux.
See, I don't know. Because they've played against each other 3 times, Flux and Sam. Right?
Mm-hmm.
In 2 games, Flux got ahead, but his team won. In one of those games, Sam got ahead because his team won. But when the solo lanes don't really get effective, they just stay in their lane. They were even the entire time.
See, I'm gonna be honest. The only way you can put them at a difference is when a jungler's involved.
But,
unless
however,
for the first time ever we put them as a draw.
No, I am not doing that. I have a way of doing it myself. Sam's proven himself against me. Flux is not.
I was also gonna say Sam's been to every game. Flux is not.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Flux third because I have not played against him, and I rate Sam personally, so I'm going to put Flux third. Just based on the fact I've not seen enough. Same as the Anders Luke situation. He's played alright over 3 games, but Sam's played alright over, in my opinion, has done alright over what, 14 games?
No, because there was one game where
you guys are 2 you guys are. No, but I'm saying alright across it as an average, Chris.
Oh yeah, Sam's probably played alright every single game we've had.
So on average, he's done all right over 14 games. Flux has done all right over 3 games. So I'm going to give the advantage to Sam because he's got a better average, in my opinion, or a wider range to average it out of.
Yeah. See, unless you want to be sticklers and say, "Oh, I'll give Flux second because their team's win-to-loss ratio is better than ours."
I mean, they've won the same amount of games as you and not played as many games.
Exactly.
They've played 10 less games, got the same amount of wins, and 2 losses already.
Yeah.
In 4 games. Yeah, no. Just my opinion.
Flux third, Sam second, you first.
Oh yeah, me number 1. I love being number 1. You know, it makes me feel special.
See, I think the hardest part of this video is going to be topic 3.
Yo, bro, no, like, legit. I already know who my top 4 is and in what order.
I don't.
I do. I know who my top 4 is. Yo,
I'm
Chris,
pretty.
if Chris,
I'm
Chris,
pretty sure your
Chris, you've
top
already,
4 is
Chris,
going to be
you.
you, Joey, Eddie, and Kevin.
No! God, how dare you think that?
It's going to
God,
be everyone but Luke in your team.
God, how dare you think that of me? This guy.
Everyone who's at the
This
bottom
guy.
is probably going to be from. Actually,
This
no,
guy.
because Dean's probably going to be a lot higher than most of us. So yeah, it won't be Dean's team being at the bottom completely.
What was I gonna say? You told me you're number 1 before this, Chris. I want to see if you kept that.
See, no, I'm keeping the number 1, but it's the number 2, 3, and 4 that's screwing me over.
Okay, so disclaimer, people. I'm gonna put a disclaimer out here. I want your lists in the comment section. So after the stream is finished, put your lists in the comments because I want to be able to see them, not just the live stream or whatever you want to do. Just do it. You know what? Just put your lists as well in out of the 15 players. Do not go, that's stupid because you've put someone there. It's just let people think what they think. If you disagree with it, keep it to yourself, please. Thank you. And I respect it. Respect everyone's freedom to have an opinion on that.
Because
You know what?
if we remember last community chat series, there was always 2 people who would always go at us for our opinions. One
Who's
of them being
that
on
again?
your team.
Joey and who else?
No, Luke and Yanis.
Oh, Luke and Giannis. I thought it was Joey you were on about.
No,
I'm about to
Luke
say,
and Yanis.
Joey used to just get bullied in our chat last time.
Yeah, Joey always got bullied from every support there was.
That my G's. No, but so
But no, it was Luke
obviously,
and Yanis constantly
obviously
disagreeing with
me and
opinions.
Chris are gonna have a small debate on this, but don't if that's because we want to have a debate on this. If don't just try and start a debate with someone who doesn't want to debate the topic with you. Okay.
Yeah, we
Sorted.
already know our opinions are going to be completely different to everyone else's. Like, I think there's only one person who could probably put 10 of the same people from me, or 10 of the same people from Jack. But everyone else is like, oh, this person's higher because I love him more. Because their opinion is, well, I prefer him over that one.
Give me a second. I'm going through just putting numbers by everyone's name on my thing.
Oh, at least you've got a written down statement. I still don't even have all the names. I know them all. I just have to try and put them up in my head. I have one question.
Yeah.
Can
What's
we
the question?
please both agree to put silence last due to the fact that we've never
I've
seen
already
him?
done that. I've already done that.
Okay, thank you. Because I was thinking I don't want to end up putting him last because I haven't seen him, and you to put him ahead of other people because you know for a fact he's better than these people.
Okay, so do you know where you're going to put people?
I know half of it, but this is all in my head, so I'll probably go as we go.
You're going to forget people, Chris, and you're going to go, oh, I forgot people. Can I change it? And that's pretty annoying, Chris. Please write it down.
Can you send me a name list then on Messenger?
You know everyone. You know everyone.
Okay, Alvera's the jungler, Flux is the solo laner. I'm just gonna write it down from 15 to 1st in a messenger chat to Jack.
But nah, I'm looking forward to seeing what your list is. I'm looking forward to the reaction to my list because my list is definitely not biased at all.
Oh fuck. I've written 3 down. I'm already stuck with 1.
I got stuck on a couple, but I got through it.
See, this is the sad thing about it, yeah? You know for a
Yeah.
fact that I always end up putting my name right at the bottom.
Oh yeah, I don't understand that. You can't put your name right at the bottom. You can't. At least you can't put your name lower than 13th on this one.
Yeah, that's the sad thing. I know where I want to put mine, like where I think I want to put mine, but I don't know exactly how many people behind me.
Well, it's at least 2. It's got to at least be Silence and Alvaro, because you put yourself ahead of Alvaro in the topic thing, and we both agreed Silence is last.
Fuck, now I've fucked up already. See, the part I'm screwing over is whether to put Mason ahead of Flux or Flux over Mason. Are we doing this like 15th, 15th, 14th, 14th? Or are we doing it you do yours, then me do mine?
Yeah. 15, 15, 14, 14, 13, 13, 12, 12, 11, 11, 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Boom. Let's go. Yeah, I almost caught that. Fuck's sake.
See,
Oh, I'm a G.
now this is all I'm gonna say, yo.
Yeah,
I've put Luke on, we've both put Luke under Anders, yeah?
correct.
But I'm trying to think, because we've done that, how far up is Anders gonna be to how far up is Luke gonna be?
I know, like I said, I've already finished my list.
See, I've got up to 11.
As in, like, 1 to 11 or 15 down to 11?
15th to 11th.
Oh my god, Chris, hurry the fuck up! Are you at least filling your top 4? Because, like, you know who that is going to be in that top 4.
See, can I ask one thing, though?
Mm-hmm.
Based on this, yeah, should I put how much they've played over how well they've done in what they've done?
It's your list, Chris. I mean, I've done it on skill level in that role, compared to everyone else's skill level in that role.
Oh, so, just out of curiosity, so let's say this. So, say if mid lane or ADC is higher up.
I mean, I've just put it in my opinion, skill level.
Okay, I've thought of something.
Just because they play mid or ADC does not mean they go higher up.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11. I've got up to 9. So I'm getting there, so we can technically start.
No, you can't, because you're not gonna get. You're not gonna think to finish your list.
Nope, I'm thinking.
Okay, so you want to start?
Mhm.
Alright, you go first. 15th.
Why am I always first?
Because that's how it works. When I think of the topics, that's how it works. You get to go first.
1 second.
And plus, you're the one that's holding this
Well,
up.
we will. Okay, so let's start with 14th because we both put silence last. There's no
Right,
point
so
saying that one.
Who is your 14th?
Alvaro.
I've gone. Why is that? Why have you gone Alvaro?
Because
14.
out of all the games that I've played against him, the first game he did really bad due to reasons. Second game he did better, but still wasn't ahead, even though their team was winning. And then after that, he was consistently doing about average.
Okay. I've put me.
Shut the fuck up.
I know. No, I've put Alvaro. For absolutely every reason that's been covered by you. My man, he was behind when his team stomped you. He was behind. Yes, you guys won the early game and lost in the last 12 minutes, but he still never got a lead on you until like it was like level 20 to level 18 or something like that. And yeah, he's just not impressed me so far, you know. Okay, Chris, who is your 13th?
Wait 1 second, I'm confused. I think I fucked something up here.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Chris!
My 13th is out here. I know that for a fact.
Oh, right, my 13th. Why is your 13th out there?
Because I feel like out of everyone else, because I feel like Flux had a better games than Altair. Yeah, we haven't seen much of either of them. But yes, Altair has played more games, but the games that he's played over Flux haven't been the best of his role.
See, I've put Flux as 13th.
See, I got confused
I
who to put out of those two. I'll be honest.
Shocker. Shocker. I've not put Altair as low as possible. Oh, is the sky gonna open up and rain down a meteor next? But no, I put Flux as 13th. I feel that
We have 16 people.
15.
Are you sure? Because I've got 15 down, but I'm missing Joey.
5 on each team, Chris. Jack, Eddie, Joey, Luke, Kevin, Sam, Chris, Mason, Anders, Remco, Flux, Alvaro, Silence, Altair, Dean. 5 on each team, Chris.
Okay, so I've either added someone on who hasn't been in a team. No, this is confusing. I actually have got 15 named down.
Then you fucked up somehow because there's 5 on each team. It's a 5v5 team game. Have you got Jack on the list?
Yes.
Have you got Eddie on the list?
Yes.
Have you got Luke on the list?
Yes. Well, I'll send you the
You got
list.
Kevin?
I'm sending you the
Yeah.
list.
Send me the list and I'll tell you what the fuck you've done wrong.
I've sent you the list.
No, that's 14 names, Chris.
Is it?
It's 14.
Oh, thank the Lord. Yeah, I know I'm playing
You just
Joey.
can't-
I can't count through Messenger. The fucking bar probably skips one or adds one.
Okay, so yeah, I've put Flux there. I'm very critical on solo laners. Like you either
Yeah,
impress me,
because
you
you're
don't.
a fucking solo laner.
And my man, I've just got so many issues with him. Like his builds, and then he's on a team
Moving on.
that's
Moving on.
that's stomped, and he still didn't get ahead for a long time. So you know, he just didn't impress. Okay, who's your number 12, Chris?
Flux.
Why is that?
Because I thought Flux did better at keeping Sam at bay than what Altair was doing with Anders.
I put Remco.
Huh?
I know. Altair's not on the list again. He's still not on my list.
But Remco's
Shocker.
had more games where he's actually shown he is decent at ADC.
He's playing ADC, and I'm going off skill, Chris, of what I think how good he is in his role, and I just don't think
Okay, now
Remco is
I've
as
noticed
good
one
at his
thing though.
roles.
I've noticed one thing. I'm
What?
putting more into the fact that I've seen my team out of scrims as well.
Yeah, I have to go off what I've seen and what I know. And
See,
Remco, in my opinion,
this is why
what
our
I've seen and what I know is...
because I've
what I've
seen
seen and what I
Remco
know-
play so much better.
From what I've seen and what I know, Remco is number 12 for me. Chris, who's your number 11?
Remco.
Why?
Because I've seen him do well, but the fact that he still is new to his role, and the fact that he's still pretty much lost to the other ADCs, I can't put him any higher.
I put Mason.
I've noticed what's happening now. I've noticed what's
What?
happening, and I'm not going to say anything until we carry on. You will notice.
I have put Mason 11th because, yes, he's against Joey, but still, he's not shown his being able to adapt to what Joey does. He just keeps doing the same style. It doesn't work. And
I
that's
think
not
the
skill.
only time he's ever shown some skill against Joey was when he played Loki. And that was because
He's
he
just
got
not
a couple of
adapted.
kills.
He's just not adapted, so he's not adapting. So yeah, as you do. Chris, who's your number 10?
I
Um,
put I put Mason.
wait. What do you mean? You know exactly what's happening, Chris. What do you think? What do you mean?
Well, apart from the Altier situation, yeah, where you still haven't said his name, you're putting most of the people I've put one step behind.
Nice. I like us. Okay, so why have you put Mason number 10?
Because he's shown more skill than the other ones that I've put. He's done better against Altier, he's done better against Flux, he's done better against Elvera and Remco. Due to the fact that he's ahead in most of the scrims against Dean, and also to the fact that he's probably one of the reasons why we did win against Dean's team.
That one time.
We've won twice against Dean's team.
I know, but he didn't do very well the first game you won.
True, but it did pop off on the second game.
Well, yeah, because you were playing as bronzes.
True. But then
if they
go
were even
no,
bronze.
wait, time out. But then going back to the first time we won, yeah? Not even Joey was able to keep that mid laner at bay.
Because Joey didn't have the strat around him.
True, because I'm not as good as Eddie, and Sam's not as good as you, but still.
He didn't have the protect strat.
But
no.
then we could say the same thing about Mason. Me and Sam are always able to protect him.
I mean, it's your team's playstyle, though.
Yeah, no, but my point is, like...
He doesn't adapt. He doesn't adapt to the playstyles. To different playstyles. He only just does what he does, and then doesn't think about what everyone else is going to do.
That's why I put him as low as I put him, because skill-wise, he probably could have been a bit higher, but that's if he actually starts adapting and starts actually choosing the selfish relics that mid laners need.
Okay, so that was your number 10, right?
Yeah, it's your turn for number 10.
Number 10, drum roll, please.
No.
Oh, I hate you, Chris. No fun.
I just want to hear, see if it carries on, because you see my list, so I don't know yours.
Altair.
Damn.
I put Altair on the list finally because I think the supports are closer than people give him credit for, and I think that he is good of what I've seen. He is decent. Obviously, it's still waiting to be shown that, but from what I've seen. But yeah, no, I think he is. I think he is definitely a number 10. He can be a leader whenever he's not being a twat.
See, I think I know another reason why I put him so far down.
Why?
But I can't... Is there any point saying it now? Because obviously...
Yeah, say it.
Because I know for a fact he doesn't really give that much of a shit about competitive playstyles anymore. He's only really doing what he's doing right now to help out my team.
Meh, c'est la vie. But overall, he can be a leader when he's not a twat. So yeah, number 10.
Or using the language right now like the twat.
Sorry, rude, quotation marks. Toxic, quotation marks. Giving you the BM you deserve. That's not in quotation marks.
Oh, I was about to do that in quotation marks. It's like you're watching my stream, you just saw my hand slightly go up.
Okay, so who is your number 9, Chris?
I put Luke there because we haven't seen that much of him.
Oh, okay, okay. My number 9, Chris, is yours truly. It's you.
Yay.
Because I'm not falling into the trap I fall into every time of overrating you. I am not doing that ever again. I will just sit here and I don't care if I underrate you, that is better. I'm not overrating you ever again. I used to do that too much. I never allow myself to do that anymore.
To be honest, you say that, but you used to overrate me because I underrated myself.
Good point. But then again,
now
so
I'm finally
I've got
bringing
you
myself higher up. You're like, I'm not fucking doing that anymore, Chris. You see yourself as a better player? You're going down.
No, I've got you number 9. I think you are better than everyone below you, in my opinion. And you have the ability to be better than everyone. So not everyone. I'm going to take that back. Not everyone. All right.
I have the potential of beating you and Eddie. Time to take
have,
the number 1 stage.
You have the ability of being further up on this list. Is just you have some issues of knowledge and skill, still some reaction times and stuff like that to work out before I can put you any higher. Of what I've seen. Who is your number 8?
I was about to say, because we're reaching the halfway mark, can we do you first this time?
No, because it's funny to hear what if I keep going off your list.
Well, you're not. You're not this time.
You don't know.
I put Anders 8th.
Yeah, we're not.
Because
Why have you put Anders 8th?
Anders plays better than me. Yes, that is true. But so far, from what I see, half the time Anders is getting so tilted that I do most of the time overperform against him. And this is only just due to the fact that he's tilting. If he doesn't tilt or doesn't get annoyed at the game as much as he does, I would probably put him way above me and the person above me.
Okay, I have put Luke 8th.
2p, 1 space below me, or above me technically.
You know what? I need more. I need to see more. That's all I've got. I need to see more. Chris, who's your 7th?
Take a guess. I just want to see if you could guess it.
So you said Luke, haven't you?
Yes.
You've got you've got everyone but Luke on my team. You have Sam. It's you, isn't it?
Yeah. Because all I've left is Dean, Sam, and the rest of your team.
Apart from Luke.
That's why I said the rest of your team.
Dean's? Yeah, okay, I think so. I think I get what you mean. Yeah, right, okay.
Because without trying to be rude to Luke, yeah, he has played better than me.
Chris.
But going through the support,
I've just realised looking back at your list.
Yeah.
You've put Anders twice.
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I have. That's why I messed up. But no. I notice now why I've forgotten Joey, but I know where Joey is anyway. So it doesn't matter. And no, Joey's not at the second Anders.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
That was probably me forgetting I haven't put Anders, or I've put Anders.
Okay, so your 7th was you. Why are you 7th?
Because Dean's outshined me. Sam's doing better than me constantly. The rest of your team's doing better than me. Luke would have probably been ahead of me if it wasn't for the fact that we've only seen him for 2 games in support. Yeah. Anders would have been ahead of me if it wasn't for the tilting from what I've seen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I probably would have put myself where Luke is right now. But just due to the fact that I'm going through the fact that I've only seen Luke twice, and I honestly feel that, in my opinion, Luke was technically your lowest player.
Yeah.
and I didn't really see him do that much at the start. When it came to like all of you being like 3 levels ahead of us, that's when Luke started doing better. In my
Hmm.
opinion, I feel like early game, I did slightly better than him.
Right.
So I just need to
Yeah.
see Luke do a couple more scrims, and he'd probably have gotten higher than me.
Okay. My number 7 is Dino Boy 77.
Wow.
ADC is not his role. If he was in jungle, I'd put him higher. Or even in solo lane, I'd put him higher. ADC is not his role though. He can learn it, but it's not his role.
Well, he's learning it.
I want to see more. I want to see more if he can do what I think he can do and what I've seen him do, like when he moved to solo lane. Then he will go higher. But obviously, right now he's a number 7, like a 77. And I know I didn't just put him 7 because he's got a 7 in his name.
He's got 2 of them.
Yeah, I know. There you go. So, Chris, who's your number 6?
Sam.
Oh, why? And then hit me with that why?
Well, because we've got your 4 people left. Yeah, Sam isn't better than any of you, in my opinion, and I think Sam would agree. And Dean.
And you got Dino.
ADC, Dean outshined the rest of his team, and also just to the fact that when Dean played solo, the only reason why Sam got ahead was due to me killing Dean or ganking Dean twice.
Chris.
Yeah.
Remember, Dean's not very good. All he does is split push.
Yeah, but he still soloed Joey and me.
I'm having a joke, Chris. I'm joking when I say that. All he does is.
I know you're joking. That's why I had to state it, because I think I know you're joking, but do they know you're joking?
I mean, oh yeah, okay, so you've got Sam 6. I've got for number 6, Anders.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Anders, number 6. Yeah, he's, like I said earlier, he's the full package for your team. But tilting means, in my opinion, he can't be highest rated on your team. He is the highest rated support because he has proven himself as the highest rated support. He's proven himself
as the highest rated support, but as we've stated, I've put him lower because obviously I've seen him in casuals as well, and he doesn't always play the best.
I don't get to see him. In my opinion, you've
seen him in a casual once, and you saw how bad it was.
Did I?
Yeah, you joined us, me, Anders, and Mason, and we had Kevin ADC. Anders and Mason and me just played dreadful.
Oh yeah.
And then Anders ended up leaving because he got really mad.
Overall, I think Anders is 6, just because I feel he has proven himself, and I think I think he does so much. It's for your team, so yeah, number 6.
Yeah, he does do a lot. But
who's your number 5? I'm guessing it's going to be Dino Boy. Chris?
Haven't I already put Dean down?
No, you haven't. You said Sam 6.
Shit.
This is number 5. you have Kevin, Joey, me, Eddie, and Dean left to go.
You should have said so. You can see my list.
No, I'm saying, but that's who you have left to go.
Yeah, I'll put.
You have 5 people left.
I'll put Dean there then. I'll be honest. On my list, I have messed up because I actually put Sam ahead of Dean. But you know, we won't state that.
Why have you put Sam ahead of Dean?
Because Dean's played like 4 games. Sam's played a lot, and he's doing
Sam got soloed by Dean.
You.
Sam got soloed by Dean. And I'll Alquan so back in the solo.
Yeah, but the mess up somehow helped me. Let's just go with that, okay?
Okay.
I suppose he
so
got
why have you got Dean
but I
5th?
can't see it.
Why have you got Dino Boy 77 in the 5th slot?
Because he's played amazingly, even though he does just split push.
Gee, I mean, split pushing, that's the way to go. That's the Brandon tactic.
He makes it work though, because I'm pretty sure back then Brandon didn't make it work.
I mean, Brandon used to get killed doing it all the time, but yo, bro, it's the Brandon tactic.
Yeah, Dean goes and does it, and then gets two like 1v1s out of it.
I mean, it's just it
Amazing.
is the Brandon tactic. It's the best. Um, okay, my fifth place is Sam, even though I just had to go at you for like putting Sam ahead of Dean. Sam is ahead of Dean for me because I like Sam a lot. I think he's really good, and I rate Soul Lane as higher than every other role because I don't care what people say. Soul Lane is not the easiest role in the game. ADC is no, ADC is the easiest role in the game. So Dean, you are not better than Sam. Sam is fifth.
Ah, I can see it now. It was Mason.
What do you say?
You really want to know?
Go right ahead, my son. Go right ahead, my G.
Who actually wants to sit here and listen to you noobs talking shit?
I mean, who wants to sit there and watch you play dreadfully against Joey? I mean, people do it anyway, right?
No, I was actually gonna say what it seems like he does because he's in it.
My G. My G.
Like, who wants to sit here and listen to us talking shit when the fact that he's commented on the video means he's been listening to this shit?
There you go. So, yeah, I'm gonna stick with Dean. Not Dean, sorry, Sam fifth. Sam fifth for me. Sam is fifth for me. Who is your fourth?
Kevin.
Wait, but also, I'm gonna say Mason's probably salty that he didn't make it in the top 10 for me. And he only just made it 10th for you. That's a shame. That's a real shame. That's the real shame. That's just a real shame. Okay, so you've got Kevin fourth. Ooh. Do tell.
Well, because out of the rest of the people left, we've got you, Joey, Eddie, and yeah,
Kev.
And Kevin. And out of all of you, Eddie, and Joey have shown more potential.
Oh my!
Because let's go back for when Luke was on our team. Luke and Mason did kind of put some work into Kevin and the support.
Oh dear. That's when it was Altair.
Yeah, I wasn't just talking about that. I'm also talking about there was another support where Anders was also a support and did some work
Harry.
against Kevin.
That's Harry.
I don't want to say names because I've forgotten some of them. I know.
And then we got Bart. And then we got Bart. And what happened? We spanked you guys so bad. Luke left. Yeah.
He didn't leave. He got asked. Let's remember what he stated.
Oh shit. Might be. Nah, jokes aside.
He didn't just leave to join a better team just so he can finally get the taste of victory.
I'm not commenting on this situation. I've had enough of that.
Yeah, you had enough from last community chat when you started talking about it.
So you got Kevin fourth.
Yeah.
Funny, I got myself fourth.
Bullshit.
I'm not joking. I am fourth on my list.
Bullshit.
I have got myself fourth because I feel that I'm not the strongest player on my team.
Listen.
I
Athena
don't.
taunts. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's not exactly hard to miss, though.
Yeah, but the way you do it, you get 4 of us at once. Put yourself higher. You're bullshitting.
No, I'm fourth because I feel like those 3 do more than me. How often do I carry a game?
Most of the time.
Twice?
Probably 3
twice
times, but also
twice
the
have
fact
I
that
literally.
you're always one of the reasons that causes one other person to carry the game. The only time you haven't helped carry the game was when we got Joey down slightly, and then Eddie started carrying the game.
I'm sticking with myself, going in
Bullshit.
fourth because that is where I think I am. Who is your third place?
Joey. Because Joey is massively skilled, but then if we go back to past scrims, you notice half the time when he gets a load of kills or he's about to die, he is saved by you and Eddie.
Okay. Okay.
as your team name does technically state.
The Joey support group.
Yeah,
Um,
you all are playing support to Joey, just so he either doesn't die or gets the kills.
my third place is Kevin. It's Kev.
Kev Kev.
I mean, just because it's Kevin, and I just don't think he's. I think he's just really good. But I just think the other two people are just a bit better. That's my reasoning. That is the reasoning I've got. I'm sorry, that's all I've got.
So second, and I am
Who's yours?
specifically stating you're going first now, because you've only got two, and we already know my top one. Well, you know it. Well, you
Okay,
know my whole list.
I know the rest of your list now. Because you've kept the same person as I think you did. There's number one. My second place is Eddie-san.
So you're putting Joey first.
I am.
Is it because your name is the Joey support group, just because obviously you want to keep
no.
your name satisfied?
No, it's just... Right. Yeah, we help Joey out a lot, right? We do.
Every game.
And we keep him alive, and we set up for him. But he's got to be able to follow up off that.
Yes, that is
He's
true.
got to.
But then let's
got to be.
this, yeah?
He's got to be able to get into the situations that he is, so we can still do our jobs. If he's off bumblefuck doing what Mason does, I'm sorry, we can't do our job.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, yeah, now that is understandable, and Joey has got the skill to do that. But let's say if any other mid laner learned how to follow up on that kind of situation, yeah? Then you could pretty much just state that anyone can do that. They just need the you and the Eddie to give the mid laners that situation.
Yeah, but then
Joey does make it look easy, correct? But then half the time, yeah, Joey makes it look easy due to what you and Eddie have done.
That's a sound argument, but at the end of the day, he still has to be able to play gods that strikes fear into you guys, and he does it very well. He does his job very well, and that is what we need him to do. His job is to be our star player. He does that very well.
Yeah, that is true. But then we've also stated that everyone on your team, apart from one right now, because we haven't seen much from him, is a star player. You have to admit, right now, Luke is more of a actual...
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of your team are star players. One person fails, the other one is going to pop off. But if one person is doing his job, the rest of you end up knowing who it is and just completely demolishes the opposition so that that one player can pop off.
Okay.
Like if you played a god that doesn't have any support capabilities at all, and Eddie played a character that just means he wants kills, I'm pretty sure that Joey would probably die a bit more, just due to the fact that yes, he can get out as much as he wants, but if we start chasing him, yeah, knowing that you and Eddie can't do anything to support him, we might actually get a few kills more. Whereas the fact that you're Athena, or let's say Eddie being Cerberus, or that
Or I'll
kind
get
of
Athena because you just insta ban it.
Yeah, but then if you don't get Athena, you get either Achilles or fucking Cuchulainn, which helps Joey in a supporting way. Or Bellona, for instance.
I mean, who needs to support Joey when everyone's just running away?
Yeah.
No, but Joey's still the best, alright? Okay, I'm not letting you convince me. Joey is my G. Joey is the best.
Be honest, though.
Joey is the best. Joey number one.
Jack. Be honest. I almost convinced you then.
I mean, you almost convinced my ego, yeah.
And also your Eddie. Because let's think about it.
And my heart for Eddie-san.
if you got rid of one of either you or Eddie, yeah, I think what happens right now would happen a lot less.
No, I think Joey would just have a few more deaths in his column. I
Yeah, no,
wouldn't
by
perform
what
as
I
well.
mean, it would happen less. I
Whoever you
mean,
got,
like,
whoever you got rid of, the other one wouldn't perform as well as he does.
yeah, that's what I mean.
And
So
see,
let's say if we got rid of Eddie, yeah, Joey would have a couple more deaths, yeah. He'd still outshine everyone on our team, yeah, but he won't be continuously overperforming, which he's doing right now. He would
Joey
have
number one.
he would have lot more like close games. Like Mason
Okay,
will
so
probably be behind,
Chris,
always.
who's your second? Who's your second?
See, I feel like changing it just to piss you off now.
Do what you want. Who's your second?
I've actually convinced myself to change it.
I mean, you just totally had an argument why Joey wasn't number one. Now you're gonna put him number one. That's actually hilarious.
No, I've already put Joey third.
Oh shit, yeah. Hey, it's me and Eddie, isn't it?
Yeah.
My G, who have you got second?
See, the sad thing is, yeah. Now I'm gonna state this just so all the viewers know. Before this video, I said to Jack he is always gonna be my number one. But due to that argument, I feel sorry for you. I'm gonna have to put you second.
That's fine by me. And why is that? Why am I behind Eddie-san?
Because going through every game we've had, yeah, you've had more close games with Sam than Eddie has had with me, yeah? Eddie's always been the person to, like, if Sam's...
but carry on.
Oh, really? Sam has soloed
Yeah.
you a couple times, but then you got back ahead
Sam,
from Eddie killing Sam.
Sam soloed me once.
Hasn't he soloed you twice? In
Once.
the whole history of these scrims.
Once. And that's when he plucked me in the tower.
True, but then the R2 games have been somewhat
you,
closer.
You soloed me. Sorry, he soloed me as much as you've soloed Eddie.
Yeah, but the only time I've soloed Eddie was because Eddie got overly confident and didn't respect the Kraken.
And that's why I got soloed by Sam. I got overly confident and didn't respect the pluck.
Are you sure he hasn't soloed you with R2?
No, he's never soloed me without
No, that was me thinking about the ganks where he ended up getting the kills.
No, he's killed me in team fights as Artio.
Yeah.
That's because everyone's just fucking put all their damage into me.
But no, I'm putting you second due to the fact that as a solo laner you play really well, but as you've stated already with your Athena, yeah, it's easy to do that. Eddie is continuously pushing everyone down. You said it was easy to do it.
No, I didn't say it was easy to play Athena solo. I said it was easy to hit the taunt. Exactly. I didn't say it was easy to play Athena solo. Athena solo is difficult, Chris, because you have to actually sustain yourself in the lane and not get fucking bullied out.
Taunt. I was pushing you ahead of everyone due to the taunts and all of that.
I mean, you can't miss the taunt, but the fact that I play both me and Eddie do this. We play, but I play gods that have no pressure and get pressure with them.
Yeah, you play gods with no pressure and get pressure, yeah. But let's go with
and
this.
As you stated, wait, and as you stated yourself, I'm playing against a harder opponent than Eddie is, as you stated yourself.
See, now you're fucking convincing me again. Fuck you. Annoyingly, yeah.
I mean,
I can get into people's head, but you always end up getting in my head.
You try to argue with me against Joe. I'm just doing the same now. I'm just seeing how you like it. Someone just giving you all the truth, trying to give you facts.
See, this is the annoying thing. Anyone else, I doubt they would have got in my head, but you always get into my head so easily because you know how predictable I am. But no, I'm gonna keep you second because I feel like Eddie has made a lot more plays that has helped your team. Because yes, your Athena ults, and yes, the fact that you could play gods against Sam, which shouldn't be able to out pressure him, but you do, yeah. Eddie's always there stopping me from getting ahead, Mason from
So
getting close, and
so
Anders
wait.
and Remco
So
from even
when
trying to
so
catch
when
up.
so when Eddie's most of the time only one level ahead of you, and I'm like two or three ahead of Sam, right?
Yeah, but the difference is, yeah,
And he's got his level lead because I'm stopping you farming,
yeah, but
and that makes it
Eddie's
better.
always Eddie. Yeah, that's all
I'm
you're
enjoying
gonna.
this.
No,
I'm
no, no.
enjoying this too much, man.
Can you stop, please? Because This is making this go a lot longer than it should be.
No, this is you just going right. Okay, I need to keep this right just because of I had this quick thought. I need to stick to that quick thought instead of listening to this logic.
Your logic is invalid.
My logic is factual.
Your logic is invalid.
I mean, yes,
Because you're
Eddie
taught, you
has.
like some of your
Yes,
logic is that
yes,
you're playing
yes,
gods that shouldn't be doing what
yes.
they do. So is Eddie.
Name three.
I can only name one right now because he hasn't
You can only
played
name
the other
Cerberus,
ones.
can't you? You can
Yeah,
only name Cerberus, can't you?
yeah.
You can only say Cerberus. I can say I did it. I do on Athena. I can say I do on Cabrakan. I took Bologna,
Wait,
who
you
is
haven't?
not
Have you
very.
played Cabrakan?
Wait, who? No, sorry, not Cabrakan. I meant Sobek. Sorry, I meant Sobek. My bad.
Yeah, but then
Um,
you're talking about Sobek. Sam's done the
wait,
same
wait,
thing.
wait, wait. Well, no, but I played Sobek into Cucullin.
Yeah, but Sam's always
Sam
been worse with warriors than he's been with guardians. With
doesn't
like
matter.
your facts here aren't
Doesn't.
true because
And
I've
I
been
played
doing
Athena.
better with assassins. That's
I
all I
played
play. Yeah.
I play the Athena into the highest pressure guardian of Artio, and I
True.
get pressure.
R2 is Sam's best god. Yeah.
And
Athena is
I
one of your best gods. I will give you the
No,
Athena
she's
versus
not.
Artio.
No,
Yeah.
she is not. She is not
Used
my
to.
best. One of my best.
She used
She's
to.
nowhere near it. She's nowhere near one of my best soul laners.
Your best openers have to be Bellona,
But
Achilles, and
Bologna,
Osiris.
Achilles, Osiris, Tyr, Erlong. I played Chuck. I played Hercules. I played Vamana. I played some. This is all gods.
Actually, no.
I'd say
Yeah,
I'm better with than
Vamana's probably
Athena.
one of your best. Yeah, but talk about it. You've played Athena in other roles, yeah? You have played her
Mm,
more than some of the gods you've mentioned.
no,
Not now, but I
no.
mean in your lifetime.
I no. I've played. I'd say I've played Bologna a lot more. Amaterasu a lot more. Chuck a lot more. Cucullin a lot more. Odin a lot more. Osiris a lot more. Wukong, Tyr, and Vamana a lot more.
Okay, but
On
compared to how much
Guardians,
Sam has played Artia, yeah?
on Guardians, I've played Cerberus, Artio, and Xing Chen and Sobek and Ymir all more than I've played Athena.
You can't say Artia and Cerberus unless you're trying to say from since Cerberus has come out, you've played more Cerberus than you've ever played
I've played a lot
Athena.
of I've played a lot of Cerberus across Xbox in that, Chris.
True. But no, going back, yeah, to all I'm gonna state here, yeah? The ones where you're playing against warriors, you can't really say anything because the only warrior,
I
warrior,
can.
yeah?
I can.
Yeah, but Sam
I
doesn't
can.
play Cucullin or Achilles as well as he does with his
Oh no, but
guardians.
Achilles it was still a pick bang god. He was still one of the best gods in the game. I took Bologna, who is rated not very highly, and turned into Stompfest on everyone.
Yeah, but your Bellona is
Not just Sam,
majorly skilled.
not just Sam, onto you, onto Mason, and that your ADC that you had, onto Anders. I just walk through everyone in the team fights, you know. This
But
is fun.
let's go through this. If you gave Eddie his best god, he would probably have done the same thing as what you've done with
Daji or
Bellona.
Naja, Daji or Naja.
Yeah,
I
because when
mean,
Eddie
yeah,
played Dargier against
yeah.
us, he did
He, he,
amazing.
yeah, he did amazing off the setup he was given.
Not always.
Yeah, always. I mean, the last time he played Dashi against you, he got soloed by you.
Yeah, but that was when he didn't
And
fucking respect the
and
Kraken.
and who 1v2'd? Me.
Hey, yeah, but
On a
then
god.
we're going
On a
back
god.
for people
On a
who
god.
are lower people.
On a god that is not rated very highly. And that is actually
Oh,
getting buffed because they're not that great.
no, but you're forgetting you also 1v2'd with the Cucullin.
Oh yeah, I did.
But that's when I was playing a god that I've never played jungle.
That's fine. But when you were playing a god you had played, and when Sam was playing a guardian, you got 1v2'd on a god that needs to be buffed because they're not that great.
Tyr is fucking broken already. I don't know why he's getting
I mean,
buffed.
he needs to be buffed because he's not that good.
I'm still putting you second.
Okay. I will agree with it if you can give me one argument now that I can't counter.
Yeah, but you're never gonna agree with it anyway.
No.
I just feel
I
that Eddie
generally
has
think
done.
no. I don't. No, wait, no. I generally think Eddie is better, but I want to know if you actually generally think that off a proper argument, Chris, or you've just done that because you had a quick thought of it.
No, I honestly think that Eddie has helped out every position on your team more than what you've done.
So
That's from me trying to argue with how Joey has been set up a lot, yeah? Thinking about
mhm.
it, Eddie set up Joey more than what you've done, yeah?
No, that is incorrect. But carry
Oh no,
on.
you probably set up about the same amount, yeah?
No,
But
I'm
then
higher
also,
because I survive the team fights more. But okay.
you're playing the tank,
Yeah, and Eddie's playing assassin, which should just kill the carry and get out.
which he usually
And he
does.
got
The only time he doesn't
no.
is when everyone's there
He
to protect him.
nice, Chris. I hate to tell you this, but your arguments are just not working right now.
You know what? Fuck it. Because I honestly can't be asked having this argument. Fine, Eddie's second. Happy now?
Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie is better than me. I will say that.
You're not
However,
saying it though. You're fucking going against me.
however, I like to argue with Chris on this situation because he generally did not have a strong enough opinion on that situation.
He just thinks
His
he's
opinion
better.
on
His ego is
no
massive, guys. His ego is the biggest.
that so when Chris stated there, I can't be asked to argue. What he generally meant was Jack has out argued me here and convinced me.
No, I just give up with the argument.
Yeah, you've given up. You've conceded to my
I have never been
arguments.
good with English. I was never good at diplomatic
No,
substances.
generally, you can't say that I think Eddie is not better than me. I've put him higher than me on my list.
Yeah, but your ego's bigger.
Actually, I'd say it's probably the same. And plus, there's one other argument here. I follow up off the combo better than Eddie does.
Yeah, but I've seen Eddie like stomp more.
You know, you don't get it. You don't get it, Chris. You don't get it.
No.
Right. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and favorite the video. Make sure you turn the notifications on. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you guys next time. Later, guys.
Peace
Peace
out.
out.